The third episode of The Falcon and Winter Soldier came out yesterday, and there were no videos yesterday just because I was very busy, but today I am going to have this video up and a review of the second episode of the Mighty Ducks Game Changers. That's just a little by the way for you. And as always, I'm going to talk spoilers about this one. Check out my reviews of the previous two episodes, and if you haven't seen this episode or haven't seen the show in general, go watch it, but make sure to click off this video first. So once again, I avoided social media, mainly my review account on Instagram and my Twitter account, because people always post spoilers or post very major points in it, like pictures that show too much. And I did that, and I was so glad, because the second I clicked on, I just saw so many things about Zemo, and having Zemo here again was just awesome. Now, Captain America Civil War is probably my favorite MCU movie, and Zemo is an incredible villain, and seeing him here teaming up with Bucky and Sam is surprising as hell. And that whole scene where they break him out of prison, or when Bucky breaks him out of prison, is awesome. I love kind of like how it's intercut with it, and the way the camera kind of follows Zemo there. It's awesome. And there's even some stuff with Zemo where I was like, is he really gonna be good this time? Because some stuff happens later on in the episode, and I'll talk about that a bit later in the video. But so far with this show, I can't tell what my favorite episode is. I don't know if it's this one, if it's episode 2. They're all so great, and it's really hard to tell what the best one is. There's barely any problems I have with it. This episode opens, and John Walker, or the new Captain America, not really, but we'll call him that because that's what the show wants him to call. He kind of goes in and tries to kind of figure out some stuff with the flag smashers. I just spit really far. And this is like the one thing that I had seen where it's like, do you know who I am? He yelled that at someone, and I was just like, okay, this guy is really getting into this role. He really thinks he's Captain America, and technically he's the new Captain America. But the show does a really good job of showing that, yeah, he is considered the new Captain America, but nobody likes the decision, or at least our main characters really don't like the decision. They even address that later on. Sharon asks Bucky, and he's like, don't even get me started on that. That was also meant to mention Sharon before I forget. She was so badass here when she came in. I saw her parts in the trailer. My hair is being really weird. That's why I keep going like this. When I saw her in the trailer, I was waiting for her to come back just to see the action scenes, and it was so cool here. I think I'll just cut to it and talk about that amazing action scene where stuff starts blowing up and they're running through, and kind of Zemo seems like he's escaped there, and then when he was walking out, he puts on the mask. When he reached into the car earlier and saw the mask and he had put it in the bag, I was like, that's not a good sign at all. But he puts on the mask, he goes to blow him up, but then we realize that he is still on their team because he pulls up in the car, and I was like, oh, thank God, because I thought obviously they're not going to kill off the two main characters that are literally in every shirt, everything. They are the title characters, so they wouldn't kill them off, but still, it seemed kind of just off at first, where I was just like, whoa, Zemo's doing this, but really cool. I really appreciate that they added that suspense in there. I also noticed that the score, once again, was really great. It really elevated so many scenes here. I liked all the locations they went to, and I think, once again, Anthony Mackie is just perfect as Stan, and Sebastian Stan, once again, perfect as Bucky Barnes. He's always been one of my favorite characters, but here, his character just keeps growing and growing and growing, really getting into almost that top 5 MCU characters for me, maybe even there now. I like how they're also building on the super soldier serum kind of stuff with Isaiah too, where they're mentioning how else would they have gotten the super soldier serum. Well, they took it from Isaiah, and I like how they mentioned that. And that scene where they go and find the guy who's making it was really cool, and he's like, yeah, do you know who this is? And then he sees it, and Bucky's just standing there, and the guy's worried, and there's some really cool Winter Soldier action where Zemo is pretending to control Bucky, and then he beats up 8 guys or something, and that bar at the start, and Sam has to take that disgusting shot of the inside of a snake, and snakes are terrifying. That's my biggest fear. Oh, ugh. And they always mix the comedy with the drama here so well, and it gets really exciting and suspenseful at points. It all works out well, and the whole cliffhangers, they always work in this one, I think, much better than WandaVision. Again, I really liked WandaVision, but this show already, I knew it was going to be my favorite. It definitely is. We only have 3 more episodes left. That is kind of sad, but I mean, we're halfway through, and so far, it's been going pretty well. The episodes are all paced to perfection, and the third episode of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier might be the best one yet. Zemo is just such an amazing character here. I love how they're building on Sam and Bucky's characters too. It was nice to see Sharon return, and all the action here is just fantastic. I'm going to give episode 3 of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier a 4.5 out of 5. I want to see what they're going to do with the Flag Smasher characters. I wonder if they're going to do more with them. Now, obviously, they're going to do something towards the end. Now, I don't know how that's going to relate to Zemo, but I don't know if he's going to stay on their side or switch over or do something. I guess we'll just have to find out. I can't really theorize. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one where when I watch this, I feel satisfied after every episode. I don't feel like, oh, come on, show me more, because they always end it well. That cliffhanger at the end with one of the people, I forget her name exactly, I don't know how to pronounce it, but she's in Civil War. She might be in Black Panther. I feel like, yeah, it was not, what's her name? I need to find it. Okay, I can't pronounce. I just looked at it. I'm like, I cannot pronounce that, and I'm not gonna like butcher it or anything. But it was really nice to see her here. It was cool when Bucky like saw the little spheres almost, and then you could tell that's kind of like Wakandish technology. And of course, they talked about White Wolf in episode 2. So I wonder how Wakanda's gonna tie into all this, or if Bucky or maybe even Sam are gonna tie into Black Panther 2. I'm interested in all that. But what did you think of the episode? Is it your favorite one yet? Tell me all that in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Over and out.